Alright, this is round 3, game 1. We're on the draw, so I think this hand is very keepable. We have 2 3-drops, a very aggressive one and a good defensive one. We also have a 2-drop, and we have both colors. Don't have red yet, but hopefully we'll get there. Alright, so it looks like our opponent is likely playing Selesnya. We have a good amount of bounce in our hand, so Centaur tokens should be pretty manageable, assuming we draw lands on time. And a Keening Apparition. Keening Apparition isn't that great against us. We don't really have any enchantments. I guess we're playing Detention Sphere. So we will trade these two off if given the opportunity to do so. Which looks like he is, unless, you know, he's going to use something like Swift Justice to kill our Crosstown Courier or a Giant Growth, but yeah, that's fine. I'm more than willing to let that trade happen. Awesome, and we got our land too. So here I think we just play down our Sky Knight and detain the Keening Apparition. We basically just want to draw lands for the next couple turns. Seems like he is stuck on lands, so that's good for us. Okay, that's good. Here we have the option of playing Vassal Soul or Hover Barrier, and considering that I'm not planning on blocking with the Vassal Soul, I think I'd play the Hover Barrier. This will prevent some of the damage coming through. He does get to hit us for 2 here, but that's okay. It seems like he's stuck on land, so I think it'll probably be pretty hard for him to come back from this once we get to our 5th land. Yep. Alright, well now he has 3, so... Oh, Seller of Songbirds? That's kind of annoying. Sphinx's Revelation is definitely a good draw. Alright. So we can always bounce this bird token if we really need to. I'd prefer to do that with Void Wielder than Dramatic Rescue. I'm just going to play out the Vassal Soul here. Try and stay consistent with the cards I leave up. He can hit us for 2 again. Yeah, he can hit us for 2, which I think I will allow. I'd prefer to use the Dramatic Rescue, or at least have 1 bounce spell for the Herald when he hits. Oh, he's getting in with the Seller of Songbirds as well. To me that says he has Pump. Could be something like Common Bond. Let's see, so I mean we're obviously blocking. I guess we'll just block there, or we'll block here. And... I think I'll block here. This way, I mean, if he wants to use Pump, that's fine, but he won't get to use his Centaur's Herald. I mean, he might just want to trade it away as well, but we need to do something to keep his ground guys down. Oh, yikes. That could be bad for us. Okay, well that's not a land, but that does get us to our 5th land, which is good. And we do have Dramatic Rescue up if we need it. I could just bounce the bird token here and bash, but like I said earlier, that doesn't seem very good. Yeah, we'll see what he does. If he has something like Giant Growth or Common Bond on the Beastmaster, I want to be able to bounce that ASAP. Sunspire Griffin. So this guy definitely had a good draw considering, you know, everything. Detention Sphere is a decent draw there, but he has Keening Apparition, so yeah. Alright. Well, we could just play the Void Wielder, kill the bird token, gives us a blocker for the Huntmaster. We're still kind of on the defensive here, so I think playing Void Wielder is best. I prefer to get rid of his Keening Apparition somehow. We are kind of opening ourselves up to getting hit for a lot, but I mean, we're at 17, so we can take a hit if we need to. Something like Giant Growth on the Wild Beastmaster would be very bad for us. He'd hit in for quite a bunch. Doesn't appear that he has it, or he'd probably just be slamming into attack. I kind of feel like he probably drew this instead of having it in his opening hand, or he wouldn't have wasted a Giant Growth like that. At this point, I think we just need to stay alive. Like Sphinx's Revelation, Hypersonic Dragon, and Detention Sphere should take the game away if we can get to the long game, so I'm almost willing just to trade off my Lay of Sky Knight to his Sunspire Griffin if he bashes in. Concordia Pegasus, okay. Another land is okay there. I think we just pass the turn again. We can Sphinx for 3, which is not insignificant, but I prefer to get a few more cards out of it. And I want to be able to Dramatic Rescue away his Centaur token. Okay, if he's doing nothing here, then maybe we just Sphinx for 3. I'm debating. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. This will potentially dig towards a red land for Hypersonic Dragon. No, we don't get there. That's okay. Alright, well, this gives us a little more gas. Throwing down Justicar lets us do a couple things. So let's see, we have 6 mana, 7 I guess. If we throw down Justicar, that leaves us with 3. If we Justicar, we probably need to lock down the Beastmaster, just in case next turn he has some way to attack in for a bunch. And probably, I guess we could lock down his 2 flyers and hit him for like 5, but that doesn't seem very good. So I'm just going to play the Sunspire Griffin and the Civic Saber, and then I guess suit up the Sky Knight. Or do I want to suit up the Void Wielder? No, I think I just want to suit up the Sky Knight. This way too, we also have the option, we're leaving Dramatic Rescue up. We can, okay, yeah, so he's making his Centaur token, and I think I'm going to just kill it. Because I don't want him to untap with, an ability to populate it out. Oh, is that game? Maybe that was greedy. Alright, well, yeah. I guess I should have saved this in response to a populate card. That was pretty stupid of me. So this gets trample. Ugh, this is really bad. That's 7/8. Holy moly. So, wow. Basically I have to throw away my whole team here to live. So if I do this, I take 6, 7, yeah. This way, at least I still have my Sky Knight to trade for something later, but that hurts a lot. Okay, here I think we'll just play Justicar. Lock down this, and I guess probably that. And then pass. I really want him to attack him with Keening Apparition so I can kill it and use Detention Sphere on a higher value target. Ugh. Detention Sphere on a news token is also probably okay. Not great, but this way at least, you know, even if he sacks the Keening Apparition, still it's gone. Yeah, and I guess we just pass here. This is scary because, you know, green-white decks usually have a good amount of pump spells, and, you know, because I can't remove this right now, I don't have any way to deal with it, so if he gets another pump spell, we're likely just dead to it. I mean, we do have Dispel, so we can stop the first one, but probably not the second. Yeah, it seems like he's just trying to end this. Ugh, man. So I pretty much have to animate this guy. Hopefully he doesn't have another Swift Justice. The fact that this has first strike is tough. So we're at 9, so we can take 8 damage. So we'll go to blocks. Putting this here makes sense. Taking 3, so now we have to chump at the very least, like that. I don't know how we get out of this. We don't have Wrath in our deck, so that's not an option. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, well, I think I misplayed with a Dramatic Rescue. Definitely probably would have lasted much longer in that game. So against this guy, Dramatic Rescue is obviously very good. Crosstown Courier feels less good. I think I'd prefer to have something like Follow the Gavel, to, you know, like late game to just counter one of his pump spells. Downsize actually also might be good against him as well if he's doing these like overrunny style combos. So to take something out, probably something like either Civic Saber could come out. Seller of Songbirds doesn't seem particularly good against him. He has, you know, Griffins, and yeah, I'm going to take out the Seller of Songbirds and put in Downsize. So we'll go ahead and run this.